Alright, here we have some old and rare Romania stamps. Some are just old, some are rather rare. I think this one here may fall in the line of rare. And it took 2 printings to get this. One for the brown and white, and the other, of course, for the red face. For the portrait in the center. But let me take you through all that we have, because some of these are pretty old. Some of them are common. This you would find as a common one. And we go down here. This one's interesting. 1.5. Benny. Here is a 1. And they started coming out a little bit smaller here. Here we have a 3. Then we have a 15. Almost looks like it says 93 for the year. Not totally sure. Definitely a nice old, rare, and vintage one. And we have that one there. And that is a 1.5. Okay, then we got this one here. It's a little more common. Then we get back down to here. We have a 15. Here we have a 25. We have a 10. It says 6 October 896. Probably means 1896. What do you think? Interesting, that's for sure. Here we have a 3. Beautiful one. Nicely designed. Then we have a 5. I believe this one's a rather rare one. And here we have a 15. A 3. A 10. Another 1.5. Rather smaller than the other ones. It's a small one. And then a 15. Okay, and we have the one we brought to you at the very beginning. Right here, the 1. And we have a 5. A 20 in purple. These are very elegant looking. 25. A 50. This one says 1904. And we have here a 2. Same portrait in a 1. And we have a 10 of the young boy. A 3. Day 1. Right here we have a 4. Ah, wait a minute, 4. Oh, right there, 6. It almost looked like it was just an E. Okay, tacks to plate, number 10. That's a nice old one. 25. And this one here, also a 25. Okay, so I think maybe the rarest one will be this one right here out of this video. If you know better, by all means, leave it in a comment. I'd appreciate that, and so would everybody else who looks at this video. All learning. So between this one here and that one there, there are a couple of nice oldies. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and if you wish, you may always fan from me. That's that little eye in the upper right hand corner, and that will allow me to get right out there, find some more great finds, and bring them right to you in video form. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, today we're visiting Russia. Now we're going to show you some stamps that were made from 1889 to 1917. Look at this beautiful stamp. Come up right close so you can see. Look at that. Had to go through the double printing. Isn't that beautiful? So elegant looking. Beautiful. And that one is a 14. Now look at this, a 15. Look how beautiful. These are all unused. Look at the condition, the beautiful condition. Perfect. Really nice. This is one that collectors will definitely enjoy viewing. So if you know of any collectors that'll definitely want to see these, send it right to them. There's a 20. Look at that. A little different in design, but so elegant looking. That's just cool. Alright, now we got this great big one here. Look at that. All unused. That one is so beautiful. Perfect condition. Unused. Beautiful. And we have this one here, which is a 1. I got some more of these beautiful ones. Here's a 70. Excellent condition. Here we have a 50. Beautiful. It's hard to think that these stamps have lasted over 100 years. Just paper. But they're worth a lot. They're beautiful. Here's a 35. Here's a 25. made their stamps elegant looking. Very nice. Here's another great big one. That's a one. We have a 2. A 3. A 4. A 5. A 7. Look at that. Look how it changed. Well, no, it didn't change. It just looks so different. Huh. Oh, I think it's a little wider. Might be a little wider of a stamp, that's why. Looked like it was different. And then a 10. As you notice, the one was up there that we already showed. And we got this one lonely one here. And put that one in there too. Still the same time frame. All right. Well, these ones were the very beginning, and they're the beautiful ones. Now, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and by all means, share the video with other stamp collectors from around the world. All right now, bye-bye. Okay, here we are bringing you some Mexico stamps. Look at this. These are from the 1800s. 1884 to 1894. Look at them. Beautiful 5 in blue. And we have a 10. And then we have another 10. All right, these are pretty neat to have. That's the beginning of time for them. Okay, and we'll get some more here. This next page, we have one right here. Can't really see too much of that one because it pretty much got taken over by the ink mark. But here we have one right here. (1939 to 1940). Beautiful purple. That's a nice one. Okay, then we go down, includes 1941 to 42. We have a few right here. Oops. It's a little bent over there. It's 15. Here we have a 20 and a 30. Some really cool ones, huh? Then over here we have one 1910 to 1960. Kind of skips around a lot. That's what the book happens to have. And we have this one here. 1927 to 1935 Air Post issue. You can see that one's a 28. Stamp 28. And we have a 20-cent one. And here we have a 50-cent one. Oops, there's one right there, a 30-cent one. Almost missed that one. It's just black and white, so it kind of blended in with those that weren't filled. And this one here. And we have a very last one right here. Alright, hope you've enjoyed my bringing you a few of the old Mexican ones. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. By all means, share with others, okay? Bye-bye. Okay, today we're visiting Tunis. We have some rather rare ones here. Look at this one. This one's really nice. Look at that. It's a 1F. And this had to go through the printing twice. Once for the burgundy going around and everything. And then for the center picture, it had to go back in. And some of them end up really valuable when the printing going back through a second time ends up upside down or something. But of course, that's not the case for this one. This one's all the right side. But look how beautiful that stamp is. Really nice. Alright, let's take a look at some of the other old ones here. Look at this. This is a 1. Kind of in an olive color. They had the simple colors, you know, before all the bright colors come out. So, this is one of the simple ones. This is a 1. And here we have a 2, pretty much in the burgundy color. Doesn't quite show up so well. And then a more red. Look at that, now you can really see good on a 3. Really nice. And then you have a 25. Okay, then the style kind of changed. We went to having some nice ladies. So here we have a 1C. And we have a 2. One is kind of like an orange. I believe it might have been meant to be red. More orangey kind of look. Here's a 2C. Pretty much in a greenish tint to it. Like a deep green. Then we have a 3C, which is the black and white. Then another 3C that came out in blue. Changing the design a little bit. See the sides and everything? Design kind of changed. The 3C and then the 5C. So these two designs kind of changed. And then of course the one we brought to you at the very beginning. This one right here. The 1. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you this video. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and share this video with other stamp collectors. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, today we're visiting Straits Settlements. visiting some of their old postage stamps. And we have a few here. Look at this. Beautiful tin. Kind of in a like a yellowish creamy color paper. Postage revenue. And we have a 10 blue. And look at this one. 50 in green. Isn't that something? Very different. Okay. Then we have a 5 cent. It says 1907. Here's another 5 cents in brown. Postage revenue. Okay, now here comes another one that I think is rather rare. Look at this. Kind of like on a, not really orange, but maybe a faded out orange kind of paper. These are a different color paper. I wonder why they done that. If you happen to know, leave it in a comment. I don't know if this was during any wartime or something. It's just different. 4 cents. It's another 4 cents. Alright, look at this one. A 3 cent. Another 3 cents. A 4 cents. Another 4 cents. A 1 cent. And another 1 cent. Alright, so very interested in these colored ones. Now let's go to the next page that we have a few more. Alrighty. Right here are 2 cents. And a 6 cents. A 12 cents. Here we have a 3 cents. And a 12 cents. Okay, now here's some more that are rather interesting. Look at this. A 2 cents. A 4 cents. Look at these. 5 cents. And a 3 cents. Alright. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and share these videos with other stamp collectors or dealers. Let them all see what's out there. Alright. Bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting Egypt. We got some really nice old, and I do believe they're rare, stamps to show you. Alright, so here we go. Right up to the very top. Here's a 5. A 10. A 15. A 2. Look at that. Black and white 2. 100, 50, 20, 1 with the F and the R in the upper corners, 2, that's black and white with the F and R in the upper corners, 4, the F and R in the upper corners, 5, the F and R in the upper corners, 15, 20, 'cause we've gotten different designs here, almost like being in front of a curtain. Gave it the extra design this time. And 20, the one we brought to you at the very beginning. And here we are. OHHS. Look at that. It's a 1. These are rare. Look at that. Don't see so many of them around. Here's another one. So you have 2 of them. You have a 10. Look at this. This one's really interesting to see. It's a 1. Very different. And so is this one. This one's service. So these two are rather different. Okay, then there's a 5. Look at that. Properly representing Egypt. Beautiful stamp. Okay, here we have another 1 in brown. And another one in brown, which is OHHS, which is what the other one had. Right up there. In brown, the same thing. And also a 2 with the OHHS. If you know what that means, go ahead and leave it in a comment because I don't know. Oops, and the 3 will be in that way too. Huh. So we have 2, 3, 1, and 1. Okay. There's another 2. The 2 different ones. One will have it and one won't. Oops, and underneath we have another one here in red. That is also a 2. Alright. And we go down to these ones here. Also with the OHHS. This is a 5. So we have 5, 3, 2, 1, and 1. And this is the 5 without it. Which is very interesting. And then there's another 5 with it. Alright. So I do believe that these ones here are the ones you would consider rare. Alright. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more as we travel around the world through the old, rare, and vintage stamps. They make for a good investment. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting Queensland. Look at that. It's a 1 penny stamp. Isn't it beautiful? It's so elegantly designed. Very nice. We don't have too many stamps in this video, but they're definitely worth bringing to you. This is a 1 penny, and there's the 2 penny. Now this next one, this one I found very interesting, and that's why I decided, even though there was only a few, this needed it to be its own video. Look at this one. 1/2 D, 1/2 penny. If any of you know the year of this stamp, by all means, please leave it in a comment. My curiosity has me on this one. It's just so beautiful, so different. Something I haven't seen before. Definitely a lovely stamp. Definitely some history behind that. So if you know a little history, leave it in a comment and share with the rest of us. I'd appreciate that. Okay, and this is another 1/2 penny. And then right here we have a 2 pence. Okay, well, I think the interesting one in this video, you might agree with maybe that one be more interesting, but this is my interesting one for this video. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these, even though there was only a few. But they are very beautiful stamps. Alright, be sure to share with other stamp collectors, and be sure to become my friend. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting Spain. I don't know why this one has a hole. Almost looks like, is that the way they marked it at the post office? Not totally sure. It's a perfect round. Very different. So if you know anything about that, by all means, leave it in a comment. Let the rest of us know. Okay? In the meantime, let's go see what else Spain has to offer. Look at this beautiful one right here. Got a blue. That one's a 40C. A green, which is 5 cents. A 10, 10 cents. 15. And this one here is a 10. Very different, isn't it? Then here, when it's red, it's a little harder to see, isn't it? Then we have a blue one. Love all the elegance around the portrait. It's so beautiful. Look at that. This one's a 2. It's a 1, una. $15. A 25. A 30, a 50. So this is a 94. So these are some really good old ones. The one I brought to you at the very beginning, I find very interesting. And this one here. Elegant, ain't they? This one's a 50. Oops. Oh, can't forget this one. A 15. Now look at one here. A 5. A 15. 25. Another 25. Alright, well, we've got a few more here on this other page. These ones are a little bit more common right here. 15. A 1. 25. 80. 40. 60, 50. Now this is rather different. Look at this one. A 5. Very different, huh? And at 30, that's seen better days. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll travel around the world some more, viewing old and rare postage stamps. Bye-bye now. Okay, today we're going to start with showing you some Gibraltar old postage stamps. They may actually be considered rare to top it off. Here's a 5. Very different. Here we have a 10. Here we have a halfpenny. A 1 penny. These are revenues. And a 3 halfpence. These are some rather different ones, huh? Very unique to look at. Now, let's take you to some India stamps. We had a few of those. Here we have one right here. And another one. These are a little different. I think this looks like a 1. Even though the picture's the same, this one's a 6 NP. So there is a difference between them. Even though they kind of look the same, they are different. Okay. And here we have a 50 NP. And we have a few of these. Here's a 10 NP and a 20 NP. Very nice. And we have this one. 15 NP from India. This is just cut right off from the envelope itself. When in the days where you had the postage and the envelopes together. And then here we have this one here. 6AS. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you these postage stamps. Some of these are considered rare. And stay tuned for more as we travel around the world looking at old and rare postage stamps. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, we have some very interesting stamps here. I do believe that quite a few of these are considered rare. And this is from Sarawak and Saudi. Old postage stamps. First we'll start with this one here. Just the 15 cents. And we have these two here. Very interesting. A 20 and a 50. Aren't they just lovely? They had to go through the double printing and stuff. One for the frame and one for the portrait. These are very lovely stamps. As you can see, kept in a book like this, they're in good condition. Alright, and we got one more way over here. Look at this one. Love it. It's so pretty. A 20-cent one. Now we get into the Saudi, and I believe that these two airplane ones here would be considered rare. You have a 10, which is in purple and white, right here. Cool airplane there. And then you have this 2, pretty much in an orange. Orange wasn't used that much for stamps, but this one's an orange. I think you can find them interesting. Okay, and then we have a few other stamps right here. Very interesting. This is kind of like a 5-tan color. And we have one here, a little bit of a pale red. Very interesting stamps. And this one here, pretty much of burgundy. And this is 1/4. The writing goes the other way. The picture goes this way, but the writing goes this way. See that? It says 1/4. The writing's that way, but the picture's this way. I don't know if that's an error or if that's just the way they made the stamp. Definitely different, isn't it? If you know, by all means, leave it in a comment. Just a 1/4. I don't know how they got 1/4 of cents back in them days. I don't know. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you these few. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of wherever we travel. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, today we're bringing you some old postage stamps from Iraq. Look at that. Got a beautiful scenery. Of course, I don't know the other words that are on there. That's a beautiful postage stamp. Alright, now let me take you to the rest that we have from Iraq. I have this one here, which is 2. And we have a 3. We have a 4. We have a 5. And we have an 8. And down here we have a 2. And a 1/2 Anna. That is really strange to see a rack using the same pictures and everything to have a 1/2 Anna. I do believe that might be considered a rare stamp. Alright, and then we have another one here that is a 5, but this one's blue. The other one was a different shade. A different person. Alright, so we have the 1/2 Anna. That is very, very different. And then this one down here. That is very different. And it's also a 1/2. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting some of the French colonies. Okay, starting with this one here. Here's a 1-cent stamp. Beautiful waterfall. Now this one here is a reunion. You got the RF in each upper right hand corner and 15. This is a rather interesting stamp right here. Very nice. Okay, then we have a 2C. And look at this one. Here's a 1. That is something else. That's a different stamp for sure. Very nice. And we have this one here, a 25. See the 2 different colors in it. Turn around and see they have put pretty much like the orange in it, which is different. Okay, and here you have the 1 cent. Now let's take you to the next page that has some more for the French colonies. Starting right out top here with the 2 cents. See how this had to go through the printing twice. Once for the black and white and the other for the red. So you had to put it back through. And you had to make sure you put it back through right so that the picture itself would not be upside down. Because a few of them have passed through, went to market, upside down, and of course those will be the valuable ones today. But definitely not the one that I have. Okay. Now this one here, look at this. Also had to go through the printing twice. Once for the black and white and once for the pink or red. Okay, now you see it had 15, but that was crossed out to be 2. So that makes a difference in history. Now look at these. These are rather interesting because to find an old stamp like this and kind of yellow, And they got some vivid colors here. This yellow, 1 cent, Togo. And the 2 cents was in a bright blue. Look at that deep blue. And then another 2 cents in the red. Very interesting colors for these three. Okay, and we have one more right here. $1. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed visiting a few of the French colonies. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye now. Okay, here we have a few of the early U.S. postal stamps. So we'll bring them right to you. Starting with this one here. A 2 cents. Another 2 cents. All just a little bit different. Somehow, see how that's, you can see the difference? Okay. It's another one really looks slim neck, huh? Yeah, the 2 cents up there. And some more 2 cents. But this one's really different, isn't it? Some are marked so much you can't really see too much, huh? It's all in the way the post office stamped it to show that it was used. Different design though on that one, huh? Going all around. And we get into different colors, the 3 cents. And another 3 cents. So just a little different. Oops. Then we get down here. Another 3 cents. Almost makes it look like it's on cloth. Fancy lace. And if you notice in the bottom it says US. So that makes it different. Then right here, 3 cents. So these two are really rather different here. Okay, then we have a 4 cent in brown. Oops, then we have 4 cents. That was the Christmas one, 1962. And 4 cents of Lincoln. And we have a few other ones here. 20 cents. A 25 cents. A 30 cents. And a 50 cents. Alright. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of the old postage stamps as we find them. Alright? Bye-bye now. Okay, today we're showing you some U.S. stamps. We have Washington, and then we have some airmail stamps. So let's start with this one here. It's a 1/2 cent. Brown Washington. And we have a 1 cent. 1732 to 1932. Another 1 1/2 cent. 1732 to 1932. A 2-cent. Just a little different in design and style. 1932. A 3-cent. Purple. A brown cent. 1732 to 1932. See how this one's written completely different, kind of like on a ribbon underneath his portrait. Just to make everything different. And down here we have a 5-cent one. Pretty blue. This one's kind of like a faded out brown. 1732 to 1932. These apparently are all Washington 1932 stamps. Here's a 7-cent. Wow, looks like he really slimmed down on this one. A black one. Black and white portrait. And we get into the 8 cents. 1732 to 1932. Different design. A 9-cent one. And a 10-cent one. They're all just a little different in their poses. But they are all 1932. Alright. Now we'll go to showing you a few of the airmail stamps. Here's a 5. Look at that, pretty, isn't it? U.S. Airman mail. And we have a 6 cents. Same globe with the wings. Another 8 cents. And the price must have really gone up, because we're up to 16 cents now. And we have the small ones. That was 7 cents. 7 cents in red. 7 cents in blue. Then we have 8 cents. And another 6 cents. And a 5 cents. Alright. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Alright, bye-bye now.